We're back in Transport Tycoon Deluxe. We've got the planes, we did ships last time, road vehicles are going around, of course. We've got the trains and the train lines as well. This is the ultimate retro transport game in my opinion. Obviously OpenTTD extends and it improves upon that, but going back to this, just if nothing else, lets you appreciate the modern quality of life features we have. Now, we're going to check in on some of the things that have been going on recently, see how they're getting on, making sure that they are indeed doing the profits. But then we're going to turn our attention back to the trains. Here's the operating profit graph. Now, it is good, it is high, it's not below the zero, we're getting good profit. It's zigzagging a little bit, but not crazy. But we want it to go up, right? And to do that, we need to expand. First up, let's check in on our aircraft, and we can see that we have 3 aircraft doing various different routes. Now, a couple of them haven't made much money this year, but it is only February, so we won't look at that value, we'll look at the last year's value. Now, a couple down here, 17,000, 26,000 in profit, doesn't feel that much. One of them is 62,000, and as the towns grow and expand, as these are, then I think that money is just going to go up even more, isn't it? So they're bringing in a profit. We've got quite a few road vehicles. Look at this. We've got 35 in the list there, and some of them are getting old. But I've mostly been keeping on top of that. 2,000, 1,000, 800, another 1,000 there, nearly 2,000, 2,600 for that one. These armoured vans over here doing the diamonds, transporting 12 bags of diamonds at a time. They're doing quite well in the profit. Now, what didn't do very well in the profit is all of these trucks last time. Oh, it's okay. Right, so these trucks are what we call lost leaders. I had a few comments on the video about this, and somebody said, oh, they're not going to make any money because they're just moving things to a place that doesn't accept it. But that's the whole point of a lost leader. These trucks will lose out on a little bit of money, and it will supply the trains that will make a lot of money. And on the train front, yes, 57,000, 28, 35, 58, 32, all doing pretty good. Now those new ships that we got, they are quite new. There's only 2 of them. One of them's doing okay, one of them isn't. Now the one that isn't is the one that we were struggling with and we had to change things around. So that's probably going to be fine. We'll check back on that later. So we've got an oil service that goes across the world. It comes to this refinery, but we're producing goods and not taking them anywhere. That's something that we could really sort out quite soon. We've got a factory here. We've got crates of goods coming in. Apparently, only 53% was transported. Now, the ratings for goods over here is very good, and the ratings for goods here is also very good. There's a bit of a backlog, actually. We probably need another road vehicle carrying the goods. So let's get a goods truck. Again, these trucks are lost leaders. They're there to facilitate the profit of other things. Hopefully adding one more truck will fix that problem. But we do need another train, and we need goods trucks. There we go. Goods van. Let's put a bunch of goods vans in. Get some orders. We'll say, go to this station. I want you to full load at that station. And then we'll go down the line. Over here. And we'll unload at that station. Hopefully adding one more train gets rid of that backlog. Now, because this station accepts goods, and it's quite rare to have a station accept goods, it's quite difficult. Like, if I get this station and we look at the catchment area, and we put it over that town, it says it accepts goods. But this town? No, that doesn't accept goods. That town? That one doesn't accept goods. That town accepts goods now. Didn't previously. We've been growing it. No goods. No goods. No goods. No goods there. This one now accepts goods. So the question is, where do we want to take the goods from our refinery? Now, I think a long distance is probably a good idea. We could connect these 2 different networks together. So what you're seeing here is the oil network over the top and the copper ore network underneath delivering the goods. We could connect the 2 together and use this line to get goods out of here, down and through there. But I don't think we're going to do that. What we'll do is expand the station, build a railway line that comes between these and keep it going all the way down here. If we can get a nice station in that gets us to accept goods, I think that would be pretty good. Yeah, let's go like most of the way across the world to deliver goods. First things first, where can I get the station in? Well, it's going to be quite difficult to get a station that accepts goods, because if you put it in the middle of the town, that's fine, but if you put it over here, it's not. This corner's okay, but what is that brown patch? Houses under construction. Okay. So if I get rid of these 2 bits of road, and then try and put in a 2-track 5-length station like this, does that accept goods? It does! Oh, that's surprising. Oh, it's going to connect up with the original bus station. That's fine, actually. That's not a problem. Okay, let's reduce this hill right outside the station. It's in the way. And because I'm used to OpenTTD and not this game, let's have a look at what we did for junctions and signals. I see. 2-way signals into the platform and 1-way signals down the line. And then we've got some junctions there with depots in. I mean, we could put a depot on either side, and that'd be more efficient. You put the depot there, get rid of, like, the cross piece like this, because there's no reason for them to actually cross. They don't need to cross over, so it's just an optional depot stop. So that's probably what we want to be looking at. We only want to do crossing overs when there are junctions for, like, branch lines and things. Okay, we've done one station on one side. Let's do the station on the other side. So this station, I want to be able to add to that one. Now, in OpenTTD, you can just add it on. For this one, you can't. You have to destroy the entire thing and rebuild it. But if you do it quickly enough, then it maintains all the existing stuff. We need flatland. I think that might do it. No, I need another one. Quick, land tool. That's trees. Where's the land tool? That'll do. Okay, trains. See, there's no dedicated... Ah, there we go. Right. Yeah, we've still got the crates of goods. So there's no dedicated land tool in this version of the game. You actually get the land adjustment tools within the construction of the railway and road network stuff. Okay. Brand new train line. We're going to come down here. And we're going to do a little junction. I think it would be a good idea to get a depot in. Hopefully this goods line is going to make us a load of money. But we shall see. So there's the starting point on that side. And all the way across the world down here, we've got the other end of the line, which I can just pop that in there. We'll get a depot in as well. Pop the signals like I did before. And then what's left now is to connect the 2 up, which shouldn't be too difficult. We've got nearly 4 million in the bank account, so I can afford to do land alteration, bridges and tunnels and things. We'll have to come this way, either under or over this diagonal track. We want to make sure that we're between this oil pickup and this goods pickup here, because I think, yes, we will. We'll want to be between those two. Round or under the industries, through the middle here, we'll have to deal with this station, deal with this line crossing, but I think maybe we'll go up and use the land. Past this town somehow, and then connect up over here. For this particular construction, it's a perfect time for a time lapse. Hang on, sorry to interrupt, but I can't build this bridge. In OpenTTD, I'd be able to build this bridge, but I can't here. I don't know if it's because the track beneath it is diagonal. Let's just temporarily take a little bit of track out. Remove tool. Let's take the track out beneath the bridge and see if it's the track or the slope. It's the diagonal track beneath the bridge. Huh. Okay, if I make the bridge a little longer, would that resolve the issue? No. I just can't have the diagonal track under the bridge. Oh well, never mind. another limitation of the original game by the looks of it. Well, there we go. It took a little bit of shimmying and a little bit of organising, a little bit of pathing, but I got there. Now, I can't just place signals all the way down the line by clicking and dragging. As much as I'd like that to be the case, it just isn't a thing. So I'm going to have to just go along the line and be like, oh, okay, signals there. Oh, okay, signals there. And it's not good. Never mind. Go away. I don't want any introductions of any vehicles. Maybe there's an option to, like, silence that. But if there is, I don't know where it is. Right, I want to remove that. Also, not having a shortcut key for just being able to, like, remove something. Right, signals either side of the tunnels. These are relatively long tunnels. There we go. Right, I'll get the rest of these signals done, and then we'll get some trains on the line. Depot. Let's get the Kelling 3100. Max reliability is actually 95%, which is really good. Probably one of the reasons why I chose it in the first place. Goods van. There we go. Full station, full big train. Biggest we can have in this is obviously 5 length. Go to the station, which is at the oil drop-off station, and full load at the oil drop-off. Because then you're going to go across the world, down here. Almost, pretty much. Furthest we can go, and we drop off down there. There we go. There is our first train. Now, we're going to have to keep adding trains to the line, and we also are going to have some depots on the line. So let's do that as things are going. So let's do a depot here. I don't want to go too far without not having depots. So, depot on this side, depot on that side. Now, having a depot after a wiggle, not the best, but it's an approximate good length. Fantastic. Right, how's that train doing? Still loading? Hang on a minute. Where's the train? Hey, is it there? Oh, where's my train gone? It's here? Oh my goodness, it's halfway down. It's gone. It's full up and it's on its way. Right, okay, fine. We need another one quickly. Wow, that was fast. There we go. That should be the last depots we need on the line. How's this train doing? Oh, it's just about to pay off, or just has paid off. One of the two. It has just paid off. Okay, let's see what we've got in the money. Okay, profit this year for one journey was probably about 15, 16 grand. So that's not too bad. If it can do a few journeys in a year. The next train's on its way. So let's get another one. Wow. I keep trying to use my scroll wheel. I keep using it for trying to zoom in and out and to scroll up and down lists. And it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Either scroll wheels weren't a thing when this game was made, or they weren't really commonplace. And I found the same problem with a recent game that I played, what was it? Theme Hospital? I think it was Theme Hospital. Just couldn't use a scroll wheel. It's not allowed. We've got loads of goods waiting. Hopefully our ratings for goods are going to go up. Oh, they're not good. 46%. Hopefully that'll start shooting up sometime soon. What's the world map looking like? Oh yes, look at that. Now that's probably one of the biggest and most effective train networks I've ever made in this game. It's not huge, but this game, it's not as easy as what it sometimes might look. And a diamond mine, another diamond mine. Okay, so we might have to increase in other things sometime soon. There is one more copper ore mine all the way up there, and I think it could be worth connecting. Right, we're going to do it. We're going to add a junction, and we're going to connect this last copper ore mine up. So it has to come all the way down here to the factory and all the way back again. We'll use the goods line because it's not saturated. Look, there's plenty of room on this line right now. Okay, I know what we'll do. We'll do this. And we'll put... Nope, need to get rid of the signals first. So you get the same message for that in OpenTTD, but there's a setting where you can override it and it will delete the signals as you're building. Now, it's not on by default, but it's usually a good setting to actually enable. The only thing you have to be careful of is that you could end up causing accidents. And we want to leave, ideally, a train lengths gap after the junction so that we don't get any deadlock situations. So that means this signal here... Yeah, that signal needs to be removed. And so does that one. Right, why is this train waiting? Oh, I see. Okay, because they're not path signals and they're block signals, this all counts as one block, and this all counts as one block. Oh, right. And these junctions aren't far enough apart to put another signal in. I think that means I need to move the junction. It does. Right. I'll move this junction, and then it'll be alright. Right then, there we go. So now I've moved the junction further down. There's room for signals in the middle, which means a train can wait here before going through, and a train can wait there before going through that way. And each junction doesn't interfere with each other. Of course, if we had path signals, it'd be an entirely different story. So now I've got to connect this up, and with all this hills and stuff, I think what I might do is a relatively sharp turn, which is not always a good idea. And then I'll just increase the edge of this and keep the track at a high level. And then all I've got to do is connect this line up to where the actual station's going to be here, and we can get our trains. So I'll do that now. And with the horrible diagonal track that I can't drag, there we go. I think the line is now in. Let's get a train going before this mine shuts down, because that is a possibility. Let's see, we've got grain hoppers, armor fan, copper hopper. There we go. Oh, no, not the extra bit, thank you. Right, now this is a long journey. So I've got a funny feeling we're going to need, I would say 2, maybe even 3 trains just to come and drop this off. There we go. Well, there's the first one. I'm going to create the second one right away because I don't want to have to come back and do it later. Right then, there we go. And due to the way that I've done the station, that will just wait in the depot now until there is a free thing. You could do 2 platforms, but the problem is that in TTD, both trains will just sit there and load at the same time, and then they'll both maybe try and leave at the same time, and then you're not got a train sat there waiting. The best way to queue the trains is to have 1 platform, unfortunately. But never mind. Of course, in OpenTTD, only 1 train will allocate its loading at once. Now, we do need more signals, but not a massive amount. I don't know if there's any depots on this line. Yeah, there is a little bit of depots down here. So we've got a depot at the end. So let's just pop a couple of depots over here. There we go. Pop the signals either side. I think this is a relatively good way of doing it. There we go. Now we can leave those extra deliveries to come in. And the only problem with that now is we might end up with even more goods down here. Let's see what the situation is. Oh, it doesn't look like we've got any goods waiting, and the ratings are good, so it seems like all... Now this is something that's not good. You can end up with goods trains just sat here and having no space for the copper ore to be able to come in. But I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Because we still get copper ore from over here. So at the very least we get it from the second station. That's fine. Now we've built an entire new line and expanded another one. Let's go back to those ships to see how they're getting on. Oh my goodness. Look at that. 54,000 last year. 42. The ships from last episode, and if you haven't seen the other episodes, there's a link to the playlist in the video description, are doing absolutely brilliantly. That is fantastic. I wonder if we need maybe more ships. Let's take a quick look. So down here, this is our main dock. Oh, there's nearly 900 passengers. Okay, but that is the main dock. What about, like, halfway over here? Okay. 2 passengers. That's not a lot of passengers. Each ship has a full load. One at one end, one at the other end. And then when they're on their way back, they just stop here and pick up whatever's there. Which I think is a good plan. I was definitely good at that plan. How many passengers have we got waiting here? Ah, you see, we've only got 26. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, and instead of adding loads of ships all over the place, I'm going to add just one more to this dock. Okay, so this is how it works. We go from the dock, we go up through the water here, through the buoy, through the water a bit more, past this buoy, up a little bit more. We ignore the dock on the way there. We go through this section to here, and then finally to the dock. After this dock, we will check in on the buoys on the way back. But then we will check in here, drop off anything we picked up at our destination, pick up anything we've got, and then come back to our back to our starting point. There we go. A 3rd ship on the way. That should help with the amount of passengers that are here and also bring in some extra money. Nice. Now, how are our goods trains doing over here? Well, both of them are loading. We've probably got another one on its way. Yeah, are you stuck? What's this train doing? Ooh, it's trying to get to oil drop-off? Why has it decided to go to oil drop-off? You're on the wrong line. Okay, skip. How did that happen? I mean, the other 2 managed to get there and back no problem. Huh. That is strange. I don't know. So looking at our most recent trains, we can see that they're bringing in good money. 26, 23 grand, even 33 grand there. Our most recent copper trains haven't brought anything in yet, but they'll get there. Oh, I think we've got a problem. I've got a signal the wrong way around. Did you spot that earlier on? Did you notice? Let me know in the comments if you noticed that signal was the wrong way around. So this one hasn't got any money yet because it was stuck, and the other one hasn't got any money yet because it hasn't made a journey. But they will do. They will. Wow, things are continuing to grow. I mean, I'm not sure what... We've got another oil well over there. I'm not sure what I'd probably do next. I think you should leave a comment in the description with how you think I should expand my transport empire next time. But that's going to be all for this time. Go and have a look at that playlist if you haven't seen all the episodes in this series. And if you have, maybe you'd want to check out one of my OpenTTD Let's Play series. And they are all on my channel and got playlists for them too. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Remember to like the video if you've enjoyed it. And take care. Goodbye.